Hey, hi, hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. For those of you who don't know me, I am Samantha Grider. I am a confidence coach for entrepreneur women. I love helping amazing entrepreneur women to show up more in their life and to cultivate their confidence, getting through the uncertain feelings, those frustrated feelings as we're new or transitioning in our businesses. And I am so excited to share with you my 3 keys to building confidence as an entrepreneur. Myself, I identify as an entrepreneur I identify as as an introvert. And so I'm excited to share these keys with you. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with everyone right now. Let's see if I can. Oh, I don't know if I can actually share my screen. Oh, well, we don't need to share the screen. Oh, that's all good anyways. So all those slides had on there was a little bit about me, a quick tidbit. I am, like I was saying, a confidence coach for entrepreneur women. I spent quite a long time as an introvert, really stuck in my shy feelings, labels on labels on labels about how I'm unworthy, not good enough. I have a baby down here, by the way, pardon the side sounds. And so most of my life, I was really frustrated, overwhelmed, overthinking all the thoughts that I had throughout a day, overthinking my actions, really not feeling capable of making strong decisions and being able to stick with them. And so over my years, I did all the things wrong, I would say. I fell on my face so many times. And every time I fell on my face, I would beat myself up. I would put myself down for learning, for making mistakes. And over the years, I learned that all of these mistakes that I'd been making were helping me to show up and learn how the heck I wanted to be as Samantha Grider out here. And so one of the key 3 steps. So what I'm going to be sharing with you is my 3 keys to building confidence as an introvert, as an entrepreneur as well. Now, confidence is not like Tylenol or paracetamol. Confidence is not a one-time thing. It's not something we're born with. A little bit. However, it's not this you're born with it or you don't have it kind of thing. It's cultivated, it's grown. And just like a beautiful garden, our confidence can be tended to, whether we're innately confident or innately withdrawn. I love spending my time by myself, and I'm really filled up when I get moments and times to spend with myself. I love that. However, in my teens and 20s and now I'm in my 30s, I judged myself so many times. My thoughts went everywhere. I judged myself so many times for all the mistakes, for not being like I'm quote unquote supposed to, right? There's all these things that we're supposed to be like. And I didn't want to be like that. I just never felt authentic. And so these 3 keys that I'm sharing with you are all about building. Like I said, confidence is not a destination. It's a continual journey into becoming who we are supposed to be, becoming confident in the words that we have. So I'll go ahead and dive straight in, everyone. Our first key here is to start with the self. Why would we start with the self? Well, who do you spend the most time with? Yourself, right? Who have you known the longest? Yourself. Like, it's amazing to me how we can spend hours, days, years obsessed with another person, obsessed with a partner, watching other people's social media content. And yet, how amazing is our lives? And we typically tend to not notice that. And so my first key for all of my amazing introverts out here is to start with yourself. Start building up that self relationship, having honest self-talk. I found that I typically would have a lot of self-talk, but not a lot of honest self-talk. Saying, oh, it's fine. Oh, that's okay. I'm fine. When in reality, I was overworked, underpaid, overstressed. I was not filling my own cup and pouring out more onto others. And that's what a lot of introverts can typically do. Being very empathetic, we can pour out onto others and have nothing left for ourselves. And so that's why that's my number one key. Start with the self. When we fill our own cups first, we start to create overflow. And from that overflow, we can then gift that to others. And just like they say on the airlines, if you've heard them while you're listening, is to put your oxygen mask on first and then to put others on afterwards. So our first key is to start with ourselves. Then the second key is to start small. For myself, it was saying no. It was saying that small word of no. No, I won't do it. No, I don't have time. No, I would not like to. No, I'm busy. And a key thing here for many of the introverts, especially myself, and many I've worked with, is that no is a complete sentence. I often would find myself going, well, no, I don't think I can because I've got this, that, and the other. No, I can't because my auntie, blah, 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 blah. Right? There's always an excuse that needed to follow my no. Or yes, even. Oftentimes holding myself back from the things that I would want to do, I wouldn't say yes. I'd say, ooh, oh, I don't think I could do that. I've got work in the morning and I got to clean out the fridge, so I don't think I can come have fun in the evening. And so starting small, learning how to vocalize with ourselves, especially first, the yeses and the nos. These small, simple words, when we are honest with ourselves and we've taken step one and started to build that relationship with ourselves, the yeses and nos are going to be more authentic. And then over time, we'll be able to share those yeses and nos with others, people around us. So if saying no is a bit scary right now, that's okay. Take your time. Start with yourself. Remember step one, start with self. And then step two, or key two, start small, which means the little things. Starting small can even be something like sending your food back at a restaurant. Have you ever gotten food and it wasn't quite up to your par, or a drink or something, and you're like, well, it's here already. Let's not rock the boat. Rock that boat. You deserve to enjoy every moment of your life. So that's our second key. We've got key one, start with yourself. Key two, start small. And key three, start asking. The biggest mistake that I see entrepreneurs, entrepreneur women, introvert entrepreneurs, introvert entrepreneur women, all the things, and the biggest mistake I see them making is thinking that we have to know how to do it all. And that's just absolute shenanigans. We are, first of all, not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Second of all, we are not computers. And third of all, we are amazing as we are. And so by realizing we don't have to know it all, that we can ask for help, we can ask for insight, helps us to ask for help, helps us to delegate things out. Time is our biggest commodity, way bigger than money, way bigger than any vacation you could take, any home you could buy. Our time is the biggest commodity. So if you could spend a little less time on doing all the things and delegate a few things out to, say, your children, your partner, to a coworker, to somebody who doesn't feel seen right now, help them feel seen by delegating out It helps you to buy back some time, and it helps others to feel useful, to feel worthy, to feel needed, to feel wanted. How many people are in your circle that you're not utilizing right now? How many of them would feel honored or excited or some other kind of emotion that you ask for help? Even something as simple as, hey, what do you think about this? We can delegate out not everything. We can delegate out most things, from making decisions to choosing dinner, to making dinner, to exercising, growing our businesses, VAs. There's so many options for us to be able to help somebody else out, help somebody feel seen, and also help ourselves by taking even just 1 minute off of your to-do list. You deserve that. So again, our 3 keys are: start with yourself, start small, and start asking. See, growing confidence does not need to be a huge endeavor where we segregate ourselves off from the world to grow our confidence. As myself in my own journey, I can share that I've grown my confidence by doing, by taking action, by being out in the world. I could think about it all day, every day, and that just left me anxious and unsure, and running around in circles, doing the things that I thought that I was supposed to do. I'll share a quote with you from Jay Shetty. Jay Shetty once said, most people do not represent themselves in the world as how they think they are. They represent themselves in the world as how they think others think that they should be. And we as a society, we are so wrapped up and often wrapped up in how will others perceive me that we lack the confidence to perceive ourselves. So, from your confidence coach, you now have a growth challenge to grow that self-relationship, to grow that self-communication, and to really become your best friend. Start with yourself, start small, and start asking questions. You deserve to have the confidence. You deserve to go after the things that you really want, and you deserve to do the hard things. Nobody said it was going to be easy, and it can be a little bit easier once you have that relationship with yourself. And anyway, anything easy what's that saying? Anything worth having doesn't come easy, and anything that comes easy, it just ain't worth having. So with that, everyone, that is my share for today. These 3 tips for all of my introvert entrepreneurs out here. I am a testament to you that it is possible. It's possible to feel confident here on social media. It's possible to show up like this. If you're prepared, if you're not prepared, all the things. So I trust that these 3 keys will help you to start building that relationship. And on offer today, I do want to open up to anyone who is watching this. If you're live or if you're watching replay, message me, DM me, get in contact with me. I do offer complimentary or free clarity calls where we dive in and I will ask you a couple of questions where the purpose of my clarity calls is to pull out of you the truth of what you really want. We'll discover what you want, where you actually want to be going, and maybe a couple of steps that will help you bridge those 2. So I invite you today to book your complimentary clarity call with me. Takes between 45 and 90 minutes, depending on how much you want to go in, depending on how deep you want to go in. Again, as your confidence coach, I'm here to support you as you build your confidence. It won't be every day and it won't be consistent, or it won't be constant, but it will be consistent. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. A huge shout out to Swapna for opening up this community. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate the opportunity to share. Again, I'm Samantha Grider. I'm your confidence coach for entrepreneur women who are starting out or transitioning in their careers. And I help them to show up, feel more certain, more confident, and get the most out of their life and business, because how we do one thing is how we do everything. Awesome, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day there.